Reconstruction people wanted. That's what the advisors said to go with.
Yeah,
but he's not on the fence about being pro-life. All lives matter, just like it said in the founding fathers. All life matters, just like all men are created equal, unless you're 3.5 parts of a man. In which case, that doesn't quite work out. But you know what I'm saying? All lives matter, and all men are created equal.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, and it's very sad what's going on today about saying that he made a couple comments about the military, losers or whatever.
He didn't say anything.
What? I've been with him constantly.
What did he say? What did he say? He didn't call anyone a loser.
Well, allegedly, if you look at the news all over the world, what did he say? In the military, you're a loser, and goes back to McCain and all that. Comments he allegedly made about that. But knowing
fake news.
Yeah, but
isn't it? Is that not fake news? Where are you hearing this?
Well, evidently, a lot of people that worked for him are confirming that. But why don't they have the guts to come out and identify themselves? Why don't they do that? They don't have the guts to do it?
Nonsense.
I'm just saying about the president. You know it. Now he uses a teleprompter. But I've been with him many times. He speaks off the cuff. He's not afraid.
Grab him by the pussy. Grab him by the pussy. He says whatever he wants.
Yeah. And so, by the way, if you have a rally means that you get out there and you talk off the cuff. You get people all excited.
Yep. Get rid of the Muslims. Get rid of the Jews. Get rid of the blacks. Get rid of. So why say whatever? Just grab him by the pussy. Just say what you want. Nothing matters. You're your own boss. I did it my way.
All right. So that happened. This thing is working. A midday treat. Oh, product placement. Take a stimulus check. You were part of the problem. Beer and Skittles, they'd say. Greatest transfer of wealth in human history. Demonic gene splicing wizards, damn it. And in that spirit, I am determined to ruin our friendship. Not because I don't value the time we have together, but because you have invoked the middle school incantation of the mean girl. Friend zone for life, that's right. Not a single one of you is ready to fuck. You say you want a revolution? Well, is there even gonna be a revolution? Is there? Or isn't there? We're gonna go out for dinner and wine? And get it done, or aren't we? Of course not. But I'm not Harvey Weinstein. Shit, I'm not even Louis C.K. I'm just a guy who's been around. I'm trying to make sense of all of this shit burning holes in my retinas. And Louis isn't even going to jerk off in front of the waiter. Let's get that straight. Some revolution this is. And as always, the reason your alleged coup is never going to happen is comfortability. You just can't help but keep going back to your corporate sugar daddy, the United States of Amazon, or Walmart, or Barack Wall Street, Trumpy Arabia, your pick. And I am talking to you whether you consider yourself a socialist, DSA Bernie bro, a Marxist, a Biden Democrat, a Trump Republican, or a full-on neo-Nazi with the tats all over the back, the chest, and on your fucking pee hole. The whole spectrum of you motherfuckers. Pay your taxes. You are funding the United States empire. and its corporate war machine, whose sole reason for existing is to chop up the world into little pieces, cut down every forest, strip mine every mountain, murder every person until nothing is fucking left. So to stay on topic, I wanted to declare before too much time had passed that I am determined to ruin our friendship. Like a gentleman. I don't care how much you like me as a friend. It's over. No more friend zone. I am bringing you flowers like a gentleman till you tell me to get the fuck out or we fuck. I'm sorry I gotta put it in those terms. Take a stimulus check? And you don't redistribute part of that to conscientious tax objectors? Oh, shame on you. You are part of the problem. If you haven't paid your taxes and the United States government has denied you the ability to work, you don't get shit. No COVID cash for you, baby. No COVID cash for you. Sweet little reminder from Uncle Sam that if you don't play the game, then fuck you. Fuck you all day and fuck you all night. Fuck your children and everyone you ever loved. Uncle Sam is going to burn down your house, shoot your dog, rip off your wife's head, then skull fuck her while your decapitated eyes watch and the life slowly drains out of you. That's right, they fucking ripped off your head too. But don't get me wrong, everyone is going hungry, everyone is hurting, everyone is getting butt-fucked in this fucking scenario. It's a no-win thing. Of course we're all fucking complicit in it. Not that I pay taxes, not that I'm a part of this thing. I say, conscientiously object, right? But if you ever got fired because of COVID and Uncle Sam is paying you 3 times what your job used to pay you for doing nothing, you might want to think about why you are so lucky. The answer is, if you don't play the game and you know you will go hungry, they know you and your children will lose their health benefits. You are a boiling frog. Speaking of which, at least Alex Jones has got his batrachophobia. That's fear of frogs, for those of you who don't know. But I've been all around the country, and I don't think there's a single town that I have come to without a graveyard which is full of American flags, full-on jingoism, parades up and down the street, thoughtless jingoism, screaming about patriotism. Well, goddammit, if you're so patriotic, why aren't you standing up to this bullshit? Aside from the fact the United States was founded on slavery and genocide, why did this go from a nation of freedom fighters to a nation of bootlickers and couch potatoes? Arf, arf, and arf. Arf, arf, and arf. Arf, 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 and arf. You are all hypocrites and liars. Hypocrites and liars. There will be no revolution because you are incapable of seeing your revolution is cursed. I see the looks on your betwaddled faces. Your revolution will not come through protest, nor looting, nor riots, nor voting. No, your revolution will not come at all. The inhabitants of this land are too shallow and comfortable. They care not that this state of being has been facilitated by an ecosystem of demagogues and slave masters, lording over armies of miserable slave Christmas elves throughout the world economy. Yes, remember, Obama promised you clean coal too, and your outdated belief that blackberries cause flatulence is besides the point. Obama dropped bombs, more bombs, bombs and bombs and bombs, more than his predecessor George W. Bush, and only slightly less than his successor, President Don J. Mango. And not because Obama didn't want to drop more bombs than Trump, but as a general rule, each president in the chain drops more bombs than the last. Each president is more corrupt than the last. Each president, that's what you have to do to get in that fucking place, because each president screws the American people and the world more than the last. Is this guy Antifa? Who is Big Mouth over here on YouTube? Let's just move to Germany. Is that what you're saying over here? I don't have to read the comments, so I'm not going to read the comments. I'll go back and do that shit later. Fucking motherfuckers. I am going to post that one, though. Naturally, let me get back on point here. Each American president screws the people and the world more than the last. Naturally, this is because presidents are merely figureheads, as anyone with half high school education should fucking know. The people in power are gangbangers, plain and simple. They have looted more from the American public than anyone in the riots in Minneapolis or Kenosha has. They've been doing it since Robert Morris. Remember, he founded the Bank of America. Oh, that was 200 years ago, so whatever. Before even, let's go back to Bank of England, huh? That's right, Officer Rat Scum. Imagine millionaires and billionaires roaming through the streets, smashing your windows and stealing your sons and daughters' piggy banks. That's what Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi are effectively doing with the CARES Act and every other variant of the stimulus bill. Fucking bacon factory president douche wizard no more cares about his supporters who wave his blue lives flags and Trump for the Confederacy shit on the street than Joe Biden cares about his brain dead zombified followers obsessed with one thing and one thing only: to get Donald dipshit out of office. This being the case, Biden supporters might as well have propped up a cadaver. They would literally take anyone. Weekend at Bernie's, people. The iron, and I don't mean Bernie Sanders. I mean the old-timey movie from the 80s or whatever that was with a dead guy at the party with a Boogaloo shirt. The irony is that just about anyone who is not in government, anyone who does not wish to have power, would have been a better choice for president potential than anyone who actually is in power. Sadly, those who are in, they don't give a fuck because it's a win-win situation either way. Would Joe Biden be less of a barbarian than President Squirrelwig? I guess. Donald Trump is a walking, talking piece of shit, and he's ignited the flames of bigotry and racism, leading to civil unrest and violence in the streets. Fucking shit on fire, looting and rioting has the appearance of unseemliness, and this racial tension has long been bubbling up before the surface for years. Biden himself campaigned with the KKK exalted Robert Byrd. Of course, an exalted Cyclops presides over the Council of the Centaurs and writes up quarterly reports to the Grand Giant. In KKK hierarchy, each local chapter or clavern is run by an exalted Cyclops. That's what Biden's friend Robert Byrd did. He gets to appoint councils of centaurs. Do you hear what I'm saying? Fucking pony with a human sewed onto it. He gets to account the Council of Centaurs, or in the clan. So it's basically known as a jury to punish wayward ghouls. This is Biden's guy. This is Biden's guy we're talking about, okay? Oh my God, the maggot trolls over here. Who the fuck are you people? God damn. Free Kyle Rittenhouse? I can't believe the amount of chuds that I have on my feeds over here. God damn you all. This guy likes turtles. I like frogs. We all like crack and we all love sunshine. You just got to get it, let it get in there. And your campaign friend will then just kind of seep into the essence, which is our dysfunctional democracy, our republic, if you will. Is it a republic? I don't know. You go back to all that Roman shit. They were doing coups left and right. You know, it's not too late for Donald. He can stage himself a coup if he doesn't get the votes he needs, but he will because he's rigging the mail. You know he's rigging the mail. He's gonna fucking rat fuck the mail. And yeah, you're right. Dude's wearing a beret in 2020. I'm sorry, no, it's a tam o'shanter, my friends, a tam o'shanter. So go fuck yourself and your MAGA 2020 shit. Oh, you're not even a Trumper. Good for you. All right? But as everyone knows, fucking MAGA's very first campaign speech was to set the dumpster on fire. That was his shit. That's you guys. All right? And you know what? Propaganda is over here. You're right. MAGA is for pathetic fools. Fucking assholes. How do I get all these chuds over on my feed? Point is, from the very first time, you're getting me off track here. This is why I'm not supposed to read the comments. First time he came down that escalator, dumpster set on fire. Boom. Mexicans are rapists and murderers, but not all of them. Some of them are good people. And they're bringing crime, they're bringing drugs, they're going to fucking shoot your mother in the dick. That's where these people are at, and they fucking loved it. Oh, and then the first thing he does, Muslim ban. Now Europe won't even let us in. America says, fuck you and your COVID. Keep that on your dick. It's not fucking coming over here. You fucking motherfuckers can suck my chud ass. Point is, first time down that motherfucking escalator, he's fucking setting shit on fire. And this is the crazy part, because now, okay, so the alleged two choices, and that's a bunch of bullshit right there. It's not just two choices, but they make it out like it's just Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Joe Biden worked with segregationists. He fucking campaigned for the exalted Cyclops, Robert Byrd, this guy who's appointing councils of centaurs. Councils of centaurs. Fucking half man, half pony motherfuckers. I think Vermin Supreme would be very upset if he was aware of the shit that was going on with goddamn Joe Biden's boy. Unfortunately, Vermin just went ahead and he joined the Libertarian Party. There's some other fucking rat fucking scum shit too. This woman, Jo Jorgensen, fucking, she's she's bad as the rest. But whatever, it's a good deep troll that he's doing. I don't know what's going on over there with the Vermin camp. But you can look forward to my documentary, This is Vermin Supreme, coming out sometime soon in the near future. We are in a bit of a distribution hell. But the deal is signed. It's penned. It's going forward. You're going to get to see it at some point. The point is, let me get back to it after I have a drink. You're really distracting me here. First, he came down that escalator, fucking set the dumpster on fire. And so if we turn back the clock a couple of years, Ferguson, Standing Rock, all that shit, they were beta tests for the coming police state, which has been rolling itself out. You can look at Jason Stockley, shit that was going on. That was 2016 as well. And in the past 4 years, it's just been escalating until it's gotten to the point of what's going on in Portland. And that shit is like every fucking single day and every night, and they chant that shit all day, every night. It's more than 100 days in, and I was out there for a little over a week, and which was good. I got my tour of duty in, or whatever you may call it. I don't have limitless funds to be out there because I don't get no COVID cash, motherfuckers. All my conscientious tax objecting means that I don't fucking get any part of that, and let's just remind everyone that you do that stuff, and you are contributing to the war on the world. But if we look at Ferguson and Standing Rock, they were beta tests for the police state, which has been rolling itself out. But the property damage and the looting, which they purport to quell, are minuscule in contrast to the lives taken by the trigger-happy cops, which is a good part of what's been going on. This is what they're protesting, and these cops are emptying their guns at the backs of men and women during traffic stops or jogging matches or anything involving a black person in public. But this is not just the black men and women. 16, the FBI had hired a fucking publicist, to portray I can't even talk anymore, protesters as terrorists. Along with Homeland Security and ICE and the FBI, they raided numerous homes in an attempt to intimidate protesters. I should know because I was one of them. But I escaped with my life because I'm melanin challenged. Now, again, in Portland, federal agents in unmarked cars, they snatch up people on the streets. And after the death of the Patriot Prayer dude, Jay Bishop, the Fed simply assassinated Michael Forrest Renault. Naturally, Trump applauded this as order. Yay, law and order. These fuckwads wouldn't know law and order if it hit them in the face. These assholes with the Blue Lives Smurf flags, it's been the entirety of these rallies going after me and my friends like Lauren, Anthony, Ambry, all the people that have been coming out to these things with us. Simply, if you're not chanting MAGA, MAGA, chud, MAGA, MAGA, chud, MAGA, MAGA, chud, These motherfuckers are ready to kick you in the dick. They're sticking their flagpoles in your eyes. You saw it, Wilmington, Massachusetts, 3 weeks ago. Mike Picard was out there. He saw that shit. He was doing his praise Allah stuff, getting down, putting his knees on the dirty old American flag. Fucking more power to this dude. But, and this guy in the comments here, this guy, yeah, Jacob Blake was an armed rapist. You know what? Go fuck yourself. That's whatever history people might have had or whatever. The cops did not know that shit, and I disagree with your assertion that he was an armed rapist. I've got a fucking knife in my car. If you've ever had to cut a rope or I don't think about, I don't know, you're gonna car crash and you're go off the bridge and you're sinking in the water like one of the Kennedys who's all drunk and trying to drown his girlfriend or whatever that thing was at Chappaquiddick. You need to have a knife so you can cut your seatbelt blade. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So fuck you, to say that Jacob Blake had a fucking knife in his car. And as far as I know, your whole thing about him being an armed rapist, you go out and pee and you have, listen, I don't know the details of that. That's not even the fucking point. The point is these people are just unloading bullets in the back of black people, left and right, whether you're talking about Alton, Philando Castile, going back, Cordell Handy. I was talking to Kim Handy Jones, his mom out in Minneapolis, and she is as real as it can get, and yeah, if your son was shot and executed by the police, you'd be out there protesting. So you know what? Fuck all this fucking shit. You're fucking muddying the waters, you motherfuckers over here by throwing out there that that someone had a knife or whatever. So just go fuck yourself with that. The point is that all these fucking Blue Smurfs Matter rallies, they don't give a fuck about law and order. They have that little blue stripe like, yep, Donald Trump's the law and order guy, law and order, law and order. They don't give a fuck about it. They're sticking flagpoles in your eyes, and the Karens and Kens, they come over and they fucking kick you in the dick, and they literally stole my phone. My phone, which was, I paid $1,000 for that motherfucker, plus tax, or whatever that works out to be. But, the point is fuck you. Fuck you, because really what this is gang activity. By flashing that Blue Lives Matter sticker on the car or your flag or whatever, what you're signaling to the cops is, I'm in your gang. I'm in your gang. I'm in your gang. And so the cops watch and they're complicit, as these people commit crimes, stealing my phone or whatever the fuck it may be. You're saying my screen is frozen. I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to keep talking. But meanwhile, while they're doing all this shit, on the flip side, Biden says that he's going to crack down on the protests, just like his predecessor, Barack Obama. And meanwhile, the Proud Boys and the right-wing militias escalate the violence by beating random people and pulling out guns. You got Alan Swinney doing this shit, just shooting off guns. Oh, and then you got Cole Scott. He drove out of the parking garage, popping off his gun there. I mean, the month before, or 2 months before, whenever it was, when I was out in Seattle, and this dude was fucking with us. I call out Tiny Toisi for being a fucking bag of shit. And then a couple minutes later, they as soon as their little march is over, they go and beat up a local because he didn't know to stay back, and he was filming a little stuff with his phone. So, fuck you for saying that you're all about law and order. You're not about law and order. You're in a fucking gang. And now Alan Swinney is trying to escalate this stuff. And in the wake of the Kyle Rittenhouse shit, Sheriff David Clark, he started advising militia members to simply kill lefties by having a plausible story for the cops. Justice, if you can call that in air quotes, to their way of thinking, will just work itself out. Of course, he and Sheriff Joe Arpaio, who I just played that clip of. Hey, by the way, did you like my interview with Sheriff Joe Arpaio? That was the weirdest thing. There is a good hour. It was actually over an hour with Sheriff Joe, and he is not the brightest bulb on the tree. Couple beans shy of a fart, if you will. But I'm holding off on a little of that because that's for the documentary 2020, The Dumpster Fire, which hoping to be out in the near future. But the point is that so you've got David Clark and Arpaio, all the sheriffs of the fucking douchey ilk. They're out there trying to bring this culture of just locking people up on the border, and so now we've got forced hysterectomies, eugenic shit. These people are Arpaio bragged about his concentration camps, and he had this, he had a game show back in the day where you would pretend to have people on and then arrest them in the middle of the show. And so I mean these guys are a bunch of real rat scum butt fucks, and I mean that in the best way because I love a good butt fuck. These people here with the AR-15 versus skateboard, go fuck yourself. Go, yeah, no, I get it. An AR-15 will kill a guy with a skateboard. You are correct. That that did happen, and yeah, Sheriff Arpaio did make inmates wear all pink, and Antifa loves pink. Jesus Christ, you people here. That's kind of fun. I don't know what's happening here. But fuck the Proud Boys, fuck Super Happy Fun America. I am with you on that 100%. The other medic had a Glock. I don't know. Was it a Glock 16? I thought it was just like a little pea shooter. But that's not the point. You guys used to be, all you conservatives who are here on the live feed, man, you used to be about, the good guy with a gun, defeats the active shooter. Now you're like, the active shooter needs more rights. The active shooter needs to be able to shoot more skateboarders in the dick. Where's the fucking bullhorn? Lauren did get the bullhorn back, but it's broken. So I guess she's going to have to buy a new one. And, that's a good point. So there was another crazy rally the other day in Arlington, Massachusetts about, it was Thursday, Friday. I don't know when that was. But crazy shit went down there. People poking us in the eyes, pushed me over the damn barrier gate. And actually right before that, someone had pulled Lauren, which I was wearing. All right, so now I'm going to get to these people in the comments. You're pissing me off. But the point is they grabbed it and then of course pushed me over the railing, knocked that thing over, and then of course the cops escort me out, as if I was the one who done something wrong. But so in the comments here, we have this asshole Greg, whatever your name is, saying shoot me N-word, shoot me N-word. You know what? Go fuck yourself with that. Honestly, that has nothing to do with what's going on there. If you look at the videos, there's other shots going off, and that's going to be your self-defense defense, but you can see the muzzle flare. And so Rittenhouse didn't actually shoot in the direction of the muzzle flare. And he shot at the guy with the plastic bag. So who gives a fuck what might have come out of his mouth at a different point or that point or whatever? Self-defense would be to shoot back at the guy where the muzzle flare is. He did not do that. Not only that, if you look at Wisconsin state law, he cannot use self-defense as a defense because he was committing a criminal act by being a minor with a gun. So he's even by Wisconsin state law definition, he's a mass shooter. The only way that he could possibly get off and have them actually be following the rules would be claiming some kind of insanity defense, or a jury being comprised of the other Blue Lives Matter gang. So fuck you, Greg, in your comments, you fucking pig. Go fuck yourself. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here. I didn't even want to talk about this shit, and you're getting me off. I had all these thoughts I wanted to share, and you're some foul man, Rittenhouse. All right, so you guys seen this meme going around? It's All right, so like in one part of it, it's all these people holding up signs that say love, and there's a smaller group of people, four guys. One says H. He's got a sign that says H. The next guy A, a T, then an E. So that's hate, and there's a bunch of cameramen filming it. And so the point of the metaphor, the meme, is to suggest that hate is being boosted by the fact that it's being filmed. And I think, there's, that's not entirely without merit, but it's ignoring a much bigger component. You've got the love camp and the hate camp, and I get it. The love camp is bigger, and it's saying that the cameras are amplifying, the message from the haters. I would say those who are calling out the haters, like me and Lauren and Embry, actively on the cameras, well, that's negating that. So I'm going to disagree on that point, but also to another point. I don't think it's a matter of simply just love versus hate. It's a matter of comfort versus fighting. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you were to pan the camera back, those who are being comfortable at home, that would take up 99% of this image. And those who choose comfort ultimately approve of the hate by default. And, it's noble to, be sharing this meme around. I get it. You want to have a ray of hope. And those in the love camp, they are the fighters. And, truth be told, I mean, the only thing that's, going to turn the tide of the awful things that's happening in the country is a great awakening. But I've been out there in the thick of it, and sometimes getting, tear gassed night after night. But and honestly, when you look at the greater picture, the 99% of the couch potatoes versus those of us who are actually getting out there and calling out the hate, or filming the hate, or just being out there in the streets in one way, shape or form or another, what the fuck are the rest of you doing? It's like it's just a pebble in the ocean. And again, I'm one of the guys with the cameras, and I always make sure to film the people doing the good stuff, the mutual aid, the love. But the couch potatoes, again, they don't tune into that. Those live, they get no views. So that's on the couch potatoes. That's on the people watching this shit. So when I see this metaphor of the love versus the hate and saying that the camera people are at fault for promoting it, yeah, there's some truth in that, but it's not entirely true. And there's a bigger picture here. So it'd be a little speck in the corner, and that's not really what's going on. So I say, good to have your heart in the right place, but let's work on that great awakening. Because people are clinging to comfort more and more, for fear that they themselves will become one of the have-nots. I mean, that's the big thing with all this stimulus shit. The people in government have shifted the balance so much that your very well-being is paying fealty to a system which by its very nature creates more and more have-nots. That's why I brought up paying your taxes. Paying the taxes is going along with the system. It's going along with their motherfucking plan. Honestly, if people keep playing into the taxes, playing into the duopoly, playing going along with their script. I guess that's what it is. Keep going along with their script, and it's gonna get the outcome that they've written in advance, and you shouldn't be fucking surprised by that. That's all I'm saying. In this suffering, I honestly at this stage, I go back to art, and it's and I've been working on more paintings and stuff or whatever, because I ask myself what makes life worth living, and it's art or the arts. Logic is against the way of truth, and I don't mean like the truth, like 2 + 2 = 4, but your personal truth, that which gives your life meaning. And for me, maybe it's I like to live life on the edge, to live dangerously. To stand there out in front of everyone, there's a certain invigoration in that. Stepping into the traps when you know it's a trap, and standing against the chuds when they know they'll attack. But for me, part of it is like, let's make the bad decision. I know, someone might punch me in the face, and that happened up in Londonderry. After that, they strangled out Lawrence. So fuck those MAGA chuds too. But through fighting for what's right and what's real, it's like we affirm life's existence in spite of the pain, in spite of the suffering. In fact, perhaps it is the struggle which gives meaning. Rather than simply, given the keys to the kingdom and all that. So, yeah, I don't know. You got to ask yourself, what do you want to do with your life? I mean, are we keep going to go, the way that we are? Is the truth too terrible? I don't know. You stand up and do what's right. Fucking get out there in the streets. Maybe you'll feel happier. Maybe you'll feel fulfilled. We're the heroes and heroines of our own stories, and but some of us prefer to choose comfort. Other of us choose to fight. So remember the new paradigm. Choosing comfort by default is choosing the side of the oppressor. It's joining with those hate motherfuckers, and there might be only 4 of them out there. But if you just say, fuck it, whatever, I'm going to sit on the couch, then you're part of that. It doesn't matter how many Black Lives Matter signs you put out on your front yard. That's not enough. I mean, that's a good start. And we can argue about Black Lives Matter, the concept versus the corporation. I'm not down for any corporation or club or any fucking group that would have me a part of it. I'd say fucking fight for what's right. But I am for Black Lives Matter as a concept. And fuck you to all the All Lives Matter who don't get that, the response of saying that is to say that Black lives don't matter. And the Blue Lives Matter people out there even thinking that blue lives or Smurfs are even a fucking thing, because they're not a fucking thing. And it's a fucking thing. So, I don't know. Ask yourself when you die, or if you knew when you die, you'd be reborn, you'd relive every fucking moment of your life over and over again from start to finish. Would you do it again? Did you do shit right? Did you make a difference? I mean, are you going to be a part of the problem? You're going to be a part of the solution. I don't fucking know. These motherfuckers over here. These motherfuckers in my fucking feed. No, I don't want to show that. What are you talking about? Derek Chauvin did nothing wrong. You're a fucking asshole. Goddamn motherfuckers. Anyhow. Alright. Wow, these people are real assholes on here. Alright, so, I don't know. Fucking. What is with you Blue Lives people? Goddamn Smurfs. Just as saying, paying taxes feeds our masters and fuels wars that are waged to protect the assets of our masters. Your reporting exposes the hate. It needs to be exposed. Conservative newspaper owners owned the narrative from the 1700s to the 1900s. Our cell phone cameras have liberated the narrative from the conservative gag. Most people are not as brave as you. I don't think you're hurting at all. I think people are upset at what they see in the mirror. And Nicolette responds, yes, but many renaissance comes out of this. For the protests, your protests are art. It's beautiful, really. That's nice of you to say. Put that one up there. And Big Mouth says, I'm boring. Oh well, Big Mouth, you're a piece of shit. Well, you're Derek Chauvin shit anyhow. Go fuck yourself. So, anyhow, I think that's it. Unless you want me to play another Joe Arpaio video. I can do that. Maybe I will. Well, I'm gonna play that same one unless for the folks who didn't see it at the beginning. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Fuck you if you don't like it. How about that? All right, that's it.
These politicians will get on the fence. You know that.
Oh
He
yeah.
comes right out and says it.
Yeah, well, he built a fence. I mean, it couldn't quite get the wall, but he's made a fence. It's slats, but I think that's what the construction people wanted. That's what the advisors said to go with.
Yeah,
But
well,
he's not on the fence about being pro-life. All lives matter, just like it said in the founding fathers. All life matters, just like all men are created equal, unless you're 3.5 parts of a man. In which case, that doesn't quite work out. But you know what I'm saying. All lives matter, and all men are created equal.
well, I'll tell you one thing, and it's very sad what's going on today about saying that made a couple comments about the military, losers or whatever.
He didn't say
Now,
anything. What?
I've been with him constantly
What
from
did
the
he say?
beginning.
What did he say? He didn't call anyone a loser.
Well, allegedly, if you look at the news all over the world, what did he say in the military, you're a loser, and goes back to McCain and all that. Comments he allegedly made about that. But knowing
Fake news. Fake news.
yeah, but
Isn't it? Is
No.
that not fake news? Where are you hearing this?
well, evidently, a lot of people that worked for him are confirming that. But why don't they have the guts to come out and identify themselves? Why don't they do that? They don't have the guts to do it.
Nonsense.
I'm just saying about the president. You know it. Now he uses a teleprompter. But I've been with him many times.
Nah.
He speaks off the cuff.
Mm.
He's not afraid
Grab him by the
to say
pussy.
anything.
Grab him by the pussy. He says whatever he wants.
Yeah. And so, by the way, if you have a rally means that you get out there and you talk off the cuff, you get people all excited.
Yep. Get rid
So
of the
he
Muslims.
says that.
Get rid of the Jews. Get rid of the blacks. Get rid of.
So why
Say
can't
whatever.
you
Just grab
talk?
him by the pussy. Just say what you want. Nothing matters.
Whatever.
You're your own boss. I did it my way. What do you think about Antifa? Antifa.
Well, they've been after me. I had a speech at the ASU, and a lot of them came to scream at me, spit on me. But I love it. I love
You love being
demonstrations.
spit on? Like,
Hey,
okay.
well, I don't like being spit on, but I've been through. When you got cartels after me in Mexico and sending bombs to me, what's a little spit?
Well, yeah, you got to swap a little spit here, but I hear what you're saying. Here and there, here and there.
All right. I think that's it. Done. Thanks for watching.